Call our special meeting to order. Supervisor Curro, if you'd like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Thank you. If we can acknowledge the certificate of posting.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
5-0. Okay, at this time, we'll have public comment.
For public comment in chambers, please provide a speaker card. Via Zoom, please press *9 or the raise your hand icon. No comments.
Thank you. Okay, we'll open up the regular agenda item, adopting a resolution to appoint 3 trustees to the governing body of the Pacheco Stormwater District and calling for an election of the trustees to succeed these appointed. Joel, will you be addressing this?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Chair and Board. It's my pleasure to assist in the reconstitution of the Pacheco Stormwater District by the appointment of 3 trustees. That's our, we are fortunate to have 5 applications. One who indicated that they would be interested in being a backup, so, and I think that's indicated on the applications that you have before you. Two of the brave volunteers are present in chambers today, Michelle Schroeder and Paula Azcona. They are both long-term residents of the district, and I'd like to give them a brief opportunity to introduce themselves to you. And I don't know whether or not there are any potential candidates who are attending on Zoom. I'm sorry, who? Perhaps.
She was going to speak on behalf of her father. Yes.
Okay. Then we'll give each in turn an opportunity to introduce themselves. Ladies?
Good morning. My name is Michelle Schroeder, and as Joel indicated, I am a resident of Lovers Lane. I've lived there for over 20 years. In my day job, I'm an attorney. I work for a nonprofit agency in San Jose that provides free legal services for senior citizens. But, you know, we've seen a lot of flooding on Lovers Lane. I was there in 2017, lived through that, and now these recent floods. I'm very fortunate in that my house doesn't ever seem to flood. We don't get water in our house where our house is situated, although we get water in the garage and in outbuildings, and so we're certainly affected. But, you know, I watched what happened to some of my neighbors in 2017. I saw some of the houses that were damaged, and then I watched them be restored. And some of the improvements that were made on the road, which I thought was great. And then I watched it all happen again, and it just broke my heart, honestly. And so I'm very encouraged that the county seems to want to find a solution so that this doesn't keep happening, or at least if it keeps happening, that the effects are lessened. And I would be honored to be part of the solution. Thank you.
Thank you for being here and being willing to step up to this position.
Good morning, Board. My name is Paula Azcona. I also reside on Lovers Lane. I live right at the bridge. right at the bridge. I've been there for 26 years. Recently widowed. My husband took care of a lot of the situation that's regarding the floods. And now I'm in that position. I've raised my family there. We don't want to see anything happen with our properties or anything along Lover's Lane. We do see a lot of the situation regarding the levees and all that just diminishing, just slowly eating away, and nothing's being done. So I do want to be part of also taking care of what Lover's Lane is. It has history. My husband and I purchased that property from a really old gentleman, and he told us so much history about that area. And it's beautiful, and that's what we want to preserve. So if we can do something to try and take care of any more breaches on the levees, that's what I'm looking forward to. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would just point out that both Michelle Schroeder and Paula Ascona's property is included in the land that has portions of the levee located on it. So they're directly aware of the levee and its condition and vulnerability. We also have the other three candidates are Armando Alfaro, who lives at 7500 Lover's Lane, and I believe his daughter is asking to address the board on his behalf.
Yareni, you've been unmuted. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, good morning. Can you all hear me? Okay, awesome. Hi, I am Yareni Alfaro Jones. I believe a lot of you have already met me. I'm speaking on behalf of my father, Armando Alfaro, who we have property on 7500 Lovers Lane. We are about 2 years now living there, so we're very new to the neighborhood. But we were very drastically affected by this flood. My parents' property was completely flooded. Our house was completely underwater, all of our belongings, everything destroyed. We are desperately looking for answers and solutions, and we also want to be a part of finding those solutions. I think that if we work together as a community and as a county, we can resolve these issues. And I think that we need to make a lot of changes. In order for us to have change, we need to make drastic measures. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And as a county, we need to have a different mindset that this is how we used to do things. Like, we're at a point we need to make big, different changes. So I am very motivated to do those and be a part of them.
Thank you. The other two candidates, George Mancino, and I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on Ruben Morales. I don't know whether there's anyone here to speak on their behalf. They've all been informed about this meeting and the opportunity to address the board. So we're fortunate to have more than the minimum number of volunteers, and the choice is up to the board.
Thank you. Supervisor Zenger, did you want to?
I mean, I'm ready to make a motion, so if anyone has comments, go ahead, but if not, I'm...
There's no additional public comments? Nobody else from the public's on the line?
Are there any public comments?
In chambers, please provide a speaker card. On Zoom, please press star 9 or the raise your hand icon. You've been unmuted. Please state your name for the record. You have 3 minutes.
Hi, this is Yareni Alfaro Jones again. Yes, I have some major questions for the board. As we all know, this district has not been active for many years now. And I was just wondering, the big question, the big elephant in the room is, if this is so important, why wasn't this active this whole entire time? And also, with respect to the county, I say this respectfully, but if we move forward with this board, is this a way for the county to deflect the responsibility for the repairs of the levee and put it on this board, which would be us, the people who are stepping forward? Like, what is the liability in this position that we are willing to step forward? What liability are we putting in our hands? And how are we working together? And who's really gonna cover us in this perspective, in this identity of this board, the district board of the storm?
Do you want? That would be great, because I know there's a concern that was expressed at the meeting that we had at the RMA.
Are the questions done?
Yeah, are there any other comments? or
No
questions?
further comments.
I'd be happy to address those if the board wishes me to.
Yes, please.
The Stormwater District was established in 1946. Over the years, it acquired easements to construct and maintain the levee. The county does not have those easements. So the need is to reconstitute the district so that it can take advantage of those in proceeding with the levee repairs. Staff is in the process of preparing a FEMA public assistance application, and I believe Steve Loop is working on it. He mentioned to me that we'd be requesting something in the neighborhood of $2.5 million to have federal funds to repair the levees through the district. The Board of Supervisors has waived a requirement for a bond. The individual trustees of the Pacheco Stormwater District are not individually liable for any responsibility the district may have. And I believe the board has also authorized the county to advance funds for the district trustees to have liability insurance for the members of the board of trustees. So I think that addresses the concerns. We're going to be working with multiple agencies, state and federal and local, to create a long-term plan for flood protection along Pacheco Creek, in which the district will play a critical role for its portion of the watershed.
Thank you for that information. Are there any other questions, comments from the board? No? Supervisor Curl?
I just want to thank County Council so much for taking the lead in reactivating this district. I know it's a lot of work to go back in the history and determine, where all the official documents are. So I just really want to say thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Sure. Well, I would like to make a motion to appoint Armando Alfaro, Michelle Schroeder, and Paula Escona to the Pacheco Stormwater District.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
And also,
Aye.
Aye.
I'm sorry,
And an alternate.
right, no, I mean, just and adopt the resolution that's included in the staff report with the assertion of those names.
Yeah, and adopt the resolution as stated.
Second that, yes.
All in favor? Oh.
The resolution also, these appointments are to fill vacancies, and the resolution also calls for an election at the next regularly scheduled district election, which will be in 2024.
Okay.
Does that modify my motion at all?
No.
Okay.
Did we vote on that already?
All in favor.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
5-0.
Congratulations. And thank you for stepping up.
Thank you so much. Okay, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5-0. Thank you.
Quickest meeting ever.